Hi everyone, Mike the MC, bringing you the self-care video. Today I'm going to share with you number 264 of the Catechism with respect to the light guiding the way in the darkness. And so I think this will be a great one to consider with respect to the Trinity. We're in the in brief section still, as we're now concluding the Holy Trinity in this part of the Catechism. But we think, okay, with light we can see in the darkness. But what are the other benefits of a light in the darkness that you can consider, beyond just the obvious one of seeing everything? That's the primary purpose, but what are the other purposes that you can consider of that light? And so we're going to consider them with respect to the Trinity and move forward now and see what 264 has to say. So here's the following. 264. The Holy Spirit proceeds from the Father as the first principle, and by the eternal gift of this to the Son, from the communion of both the Father and the Son. And so we see with 264, everyone is preceding each other from the first source of God, the Father. And you think, okay, you can consider that the actual flame of a light. All right. And so from the actual flame of the light, all right, you can see everything in this darkness. You can see that your life is so profound. You can see that no matter how much people are trying to put you down, criticize you, ridicule you as some sort of fool, imbecile, etc., that you are beyond that person's words and criticisms. Right. Someone could try to break you down, but if you recognize maybe that perhaps they're trying to build you up from breaking you down, it won't be so horrible of a teaching lesson. But if they truly are horrible people, recognize that you always have the opportunity with your light to free yourself and allow your heart to grow and to just deflect all the negative darkness that's trying to corrupt your heart, because the people who are corrupted will pass on that corruption. That's very true. And that's beyond religion. That's even philosophical and just real life practical living. But beyond that, all right, what are the other effects of a candle, of a light? And you think, okay, I can see. What other things that can I consider? Well, there's also warmth. And so proceeding from the light is a warmth. And so you can say, okay, is this Jesus or the Holy Spirit at this point? The idea of warmth. The idea that, okay, if I'm next to the flame, I'm at least warm in the cold. And I'm warm from horrible situations. Cold situations where people want to leave me to suffer in the dark, to suffer alone, to suffer with no hope, no help, right? And that is the idea of living in terrible living situations where there is no help for you. People have you trapped. You cannot escape, and it is very cold in those moments. That is true isolation. And to break that isolation, you go to the warmth. You go to those who love you. You go to what has made you strong. So people are criticizing you. They want to make you look foolish. And how many of us can admit to that someone will want to make us foolish at work or in life or in some other capacity? And you feel kind of off. It feels like awkward, right? You're just standing there. You're like, oh, I'm not trying to look like a fool. But all of a sudden, this negative energy that someone's just talking at me about my actions, it makes you feel foolish. And so you're kind of offset. And you're like, oh my gosh, I know I'm strong, but oh dang, your words of criticism are just messing me up here. I can't stand on my feet anymore. I cannot focus because I'm just focused on the negativity. So the idea here is stay close to the warmth and regain your footing. Then finally, with respect to a light, what else can you consider? You can see, you feel warmth, but now maybe as a third effect, you can consider, okay, I can spread the flame by taking that flame to other people. If I had another item, something that is flammable, to bring it to other parts of life, I can inflame other areas of my life that are important. My sleep, my love, my life, my family, my job, my purpose. The flame can reignite other areas of your life. And this is where the Holy Spirit, being so profound, can help you understand that a flame not only provides light, warmth, but reignites all parts of your life now working in unison. That is the beauty of 265 of the Catechism. 264, I'm so sorry, where we're looking at the Holy Spirit, Father, Son, Trinity together. And so when you consider all three of them, with the idea of proceeding to the next one, of greater purposes and effects, you're going to see a greater profound life that you have that is so true. Don't forget that. Stay close to the flame. Let it guide you in the darkness. Trust the light. And then inflame other parts of your life with that flame, reigniting other parts of you that have to be just inspired. And when you are inspired to succeed, you will perform at a great level. You will be great. So that is just something to consider, and I hope it inspires you. Alright everyone, I hope this video finds you well with number 264 of the Catechism. Recognize that everything has certain effects in your life, but a flame, that Holy Spirit, Son, and God, the Trinity, is a great example of looking at something that is practical, that you can now apply to different parts of your life. Look at who is relying on you, but also look at how you can protect those who are under your care, and how you can guide them, and how you can inflame their lives with powerful lessons as a great teacher. Things to consider. Alright everyone, this one finds you well of 264. You got this. Go out there and be great. Take care. Have a good one.